burger where, you know, she's expected to medal on this track just about every time. So overall, it seemed like a pretty clean run.
Back-to-back Russians, now V.Demchenko in 10th place this year in the World Cup with just one podium. That was a 3rd place in Sigulda. Victoria had a pretty wicked crash at the World Cup held here earlier this year, right after New Year's on the Holy Three Kings holiday. But she came back as she's known to do, and she was competing again the next week.
I love watching Victoria slide. Well, she has a great personality. She's funny and she's fun to be around, and I also feel like she really goes for it. Kind of a fly or die type athlete. Either she's crushing it and going so fast, or she might explode.
As evidenced right there, Kate.
Oh my goodness,
This is exactly where she had her problems during the World Cup, and she will not have enough speed, even though she maintains contact with that sled. She's not getting a finish time, is she?
Oh my goodness, my heart just hurts. I feel bad for even saying that. I feel like, especially in luge, I mean, it's so mental, and a lot of athletes have rituals, and I feel like I just casted a spell on the situation.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's sort of the Russian way, as you mentioned. It's Demchenko's way. It's not the first crash we've seen from her.
Yeah, and let me say, this is really terrifying to go through. At least it was for me when this would happen, especially in chicane. There's so much going on in this little transition, and she just had a lot of pressure on the end of Kreisel, and she caught the wall immediately on the beginning of chicane, and it sent her into left wall, and then she just flipped right over after hitting the right wall. And that is so scary. I know looking at this replay, it's like, oh, they might crash all the time. It's fine, but like the ice burn and just like the insult to injury, you're like, and I'm just like, we could do this. Why not? I know that Summer sometimes will train from the top of the track, and I love that she does that.
Sure, and Summer makes the great point. We've had this conversation quite a bit, and she said this is very simple. It's not a tough plan. All you do is you get the girls up at the top when they first start out in the sport. As long as they're doing that, then equal playing ground for everyone.
Totally, and I love the forward thinking of Summer. I know she's passionate about that, and I think there's room for change, absolutely. I'll be honest though, personally, I probably would have been terrified to go from the top of the track here in Königssee especially, but maybe if I would have been training at a young age at that level, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. But I do remember, I mean, this track scared me alone. Like this track was hard. Oh jeez.
So V.Smaha has she's lost contact with the sled. That officially disqualifies her from the race. More importantly, we hope she's okay, and we have to look out for that sled because it can sometimes come shooting right back down, right?
Right. Yeah, they really want to hold on to their sled, but sometimes you just can't. That she's moving a little slow. And I know that feeling. That's tough. And crashing is just another part of the sport. I mean, I remember being younger, they actually teach you how to crash properly. They teach you, when you do crash, don't necessarily just starfish and open up to slow yourself down. Just kind of let it happen until you stop.
She climbed high up that wall.
Watch her head. Oh, jeez. And then that Kelstein just going into that, it feels like a brick wall. Like it comes at you like a brick wall. And it's this moment where she's sitting down there and she's probably thinking like, I can't believe I signed up for this every day. I can't believe I put myself through this. I mean, this sport.
Well, I think right before we went back into this second slow-mo replay, we saw her do a little salute to the camera, which is a great sign that she's okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is Winter Olympics, right? I mean, it's just how it goes. Hopefully she's okay, though. I mean, those can be really jarring, especially in terms of concussions, and thankfully there's someone on staff to look at her.
Great to see they have assistants, track workers all along, ready to attend to any matter in particular. a crash. So we have a brief hold, and it really gives us an opportunity to salute race director Norbert Gatz and the event manager Thomas Schwab. Olympic gold medalist Alexander Resch is also one of the event managers here, and they've done a great job of putting on 2 shows, 2 races here this month in Königssee.
Hopefully her sled's okay too. That's another thing to check out. A lot of times when they let go of their sled, it's kind of left to the elements. We'll see broken kuffins, we'll see